So now let's go take a look at basements and crawl spaces. And here we're looking at a foundation wall in the first floor that's above it. And you can see what they've done here again with that great stuff foam. It looks like what they've done here is taken some blue board styrofoam and cut it fairly close to the opening dimensions, stuck it in there, and they don't have to do it a very perfect job because this foam is going to fill in any gaps that you would have. So this is a great way to reduce both air infiltration, which is the movement of air through cracks, and to stop those conduction losses, which is the movement of air through a material with this rigid insulation. So rim joists are an area where you can make a big difference in your air infiltration losses, most importantly, and also your conduction losses. Then your basement walls, it's fairly straightforward. You can build a 2x4 wall system, insulate it with fiberglass or cellulose, and then later on, if you can, you can finish off the basement area and have a warmer basement. If you're in your basement and you're looking at where utilities come in and you can actually see light through those holes, you really want to get in there and use some great stuff. And this is the one of the cans that is available for homeowners at Home Depot or Lowe's or anywhere like that. Any hardware store will have this stuff, and you can see he's used it where this electrical conduit is penetrating, as well as where the sill plate, which is what this piece of wood is called, sits on the foundation here, and they've foamed the edge of that so that to stop air infiltration losses. Another thing to look at are cracks in the foundation. A lot of times these cracks will go all the way through. Sometimes they need to get a professional to take a look at it. But if that crack goes all the way through, that's a ready-made place for air infiltration to come through, let alone water or other things. So those certainly need to be addressed. Cellar doors are an area that typically go into a crawl space or a larger crawl space is what this kind of is. It's kind of a glorified cellar basement. But this door here, I guarantee you, is very poorly constructed to protect against getting the area below the house down here cold. You can see there's a gap underneath the door here. So cellar doors to either crawl spaces or cellars are another area on the checklist. And in crawl spaces, you want to make sure that you've got insulation in those areas, because that down there is an unconditioned area. And one caution is that if you've got plumbing pipes running through here and that have never frozen over time, and let's say this is not insulated, but you've never had any problem with freezing pipes or anything like that, now you're going to insulate. And if you've got a pipe running through here, what you've done by insulating is you've taken that pipe that was relying on the heat coming from up above to keep it from freezing, and now you've reduced that water pipe that's run down through here to be able to be warm anymore. And so it's going to freeze, and you're going to have a broken pipe. So whenever you can, you may need to take some of those copper pipes and move them up into the cavity and then put the insulation over top of it. So just be aware that you can cause a problem by doing something good. You can cause a problem with your pipes if you insulate and don't protect the pipes that are in there.